Okay, drawing to scale. We're going to learn how to do that this session. Here's some tips. Check the real life measurements you've been given. So on page 13 of your Stage 3 booklet, you've been given a tennis court. You'll be given the real life measurements of it, so you need to check those carefully. And then use the scale that you've been asked to draw it at to reduce or enlarge it. So in this case, we're reducing the tennis court, the real dimensions, to fit in the space in question 1. Now keep in mind that drawings are not always to scale. So the drawing you've been given at the tennis court is not to scale. It just gives you the correct dimensions though in real life. So you can't just trace it or copy it in any way. It's not to scale, my drawing of the tennis court. Yours will be though in question 1. Okay, so have a go at question 1 now. Use the dimensions given on page 13 of your Stage 3 booklet to draw it to scale. In question 1, using a scale of 1 centimetre is to 2 metres. Okay, pause and do that now and press play when you think you've got it, or if you get stuck along the way. Okay, the scale given was 1 centimetre is to 2 metres. So what that means is that our drawing size, if you like, will be half as big as the numbers given in the tennis court, and you also have to change them to centimetres. Okay? It doesn't mean it's half as big as a tennis court really, but we can use the fraction half because we've got 1 and 2. So we halve the numbers given and change them to centimetres. Alright, so there's the tennis court, the outer extremities of the tennis court. And it was 24 metres was the number given for the length. And so if you halve it, you get 12 and change it to centimetres. So in your drawing, it should be 12 centimetres long. Okay, so make sure it's 12. And the width would be 11 metres in real life. So we halve it and get 5.5, change it to centimetres. Okay, so I started out there around the outside, and then I'm going to fill the inside in shortly. I think that's probably the way to go. Okay, so I usually do that. So we just halve the numbers and then change to centimetres. Now I'm just going to put these lines in. Obviously these two are 12 centimetres as well. Okay, and that's what it should look like in the end. I want you to check all the measurements that you've done using the drawing on page 13 of your Stage 3 answer booklet. Okay, so the answers for this one are in your Stage 3 answer booklet, and I have drawn it to scale there. It's not to scale really on this particular presentation. Don't grab your ruler and start measuring your computer screen. All right, but have a look and check all your measurements via the Stage 3 answer booklet to make sure you got them all right. Okay, moving on to question 2. Your scale map of a tennis court is 200 times smaller than a real court. True or false? Okay, pause, work that out. Remember that fact there. Press play when you're ready. Okay, we were given this scale here. So is that 200 times smaller? There's 1 metre is 100 centimetres. So our 2 metres will be 200 centimetres. So now we're comparing centimetres with centimetres. So we can remove the units, 1 is to 200. So it is true, the drawing is 200 times smaller than a real tennis court. Okay, so we just converted from metres up to centimetres. So we're comparing centimetres with centimetres. We can see it's 200 times smaller. Alright, time to try it out and move on to page 14 of your Stage 3 booklet.